Hello friends, you're with a Lonesome Gamer, and I'm still playing Dungeon Universalis. But I guess we'll soon come to an end of the campaign, for good or bad. Right now we managed to get that third courage gemstone. We got now 3 of them. And that's what we need to get that powerful tool to destroy the main enemy of the campaign, Rasbal, a demon. But although we found the stones, we didn't manage to secure the third one. We found him in an old temple, and when we kind of manage to get it, the temple starts to collapse and a massive, huge golem comes to life, and he is now following us. The good thing about this guy is he's pretty slow, so it's really hard for him to get after us, and I guess we can simply outrun this guy. We have only limited time. We only have 23 turns left. No, that's not true. We have 13 turns left. That's really not a lot. And there's still a couple of creatures in the way. For example, here, 2 skeletons, one with a bow and one with a broadsword and a shield. And of course, it's also possible that we will see some traps along the way. The player still has 16 points to play around with. He's only allowed to play traps, and he's only allowed to play one more time this combination. That's a specific wandering creature that's the only one he can play in this scenario. And we already know the whole map. I just didn't place it because I don't have that much table space here. So right now, we kind of encountered these guys. I haven't done the initiative roll yet, so we'll see. She has a bonus of, I think, +2 against this guy here, so let's hope for the best. That was definitely a win. I think it was a 4 and a 5 and a 4. Was it? Or wasn't that a 6? I don't know, but we've won that. And I think where are the skeletons? Here. Okay. So the skeletons are not very clever. So I think they are also caught by surprise. I don't know if I think I missed that over here in our last battle, but this time got it right. So that means we go into a new turn now, and I already mentioned that I'm pretty sure, not 100%, but I'm pretty sure that that's what I'm playing at. I only count the dark player turns, because I've seen that already in other scenarios. So when a new turn starts for me, that's not when I count. I only count when a new turn for the dark player starts. Usually this is alternating, but in this specific case, when you have an initiative roll, you might get an advantage here as because then you might get 2 turns in a row. So let's see. I'm going to move in here. 1, 2 spaces, I guess. And then I'm going to shoot. And I want to shoot first at... Doesn't matter. Yeah, I think I'm going to shoot at the shooter. So let's see, I got a -1 modifier because I moved. I could use the silver arrow. Do I want to do that? Why not? Let's use the silver arrow. And yeah, let's see. So that was a hit. I needed a 6 and I have one. So yeah, that was a hit. And I do 4 damage dice. I need a 3 to hit. Oh, actually, it was even a +1 because I'm attacking from behind. So yeah, I'm fine. And I need to do 3 damage points to kill him. Okay, that was great. So the first guy is already dead. Very good. And now I can attack the second guy. This time I think I got a -1 modifier for the distance. But I got a +1 because I attack from behind. So overall I got a -1 because of the movement. And that didn't work out well. That's kind of a shame. But okay, I think it's not that terrible. So now let's move the others first. I think I want to start here with the bird. I think he's got a massive movement of flying 15. It can fly indoor sections, but only half of its movement capacity. Okay, so I don't know if this guy can run, basically move twice. I don't know that. I'm gonna move 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't think it interacts with these guys. I'm just gonna let him fly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He's a bit fallen behind now. To be perfectly honest, I think, well, he's not allowed to be more than 12 spaces away from me. So I think I should have moved him earlier, but whatever. It's not, I mean, these are things that are not terribly important. Then I'm going to move I think I'm going to move this guy. Well, maybe the dwarf first. I'm going to move the dwarf first. Okay, great. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He runs. Now here, the sorceress. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I cannot end here. If I would go my full space, I would end up on top of the dwarf. I'm not allowed to do that. Now this guy, if he runs now, do I want to do that? Yeah, probably. Okay. Oh man, he's gonna... Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I could move him here. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. The problem is... that's not a good idea. No, I'm not going to do this. You know, I think actually... Gosh, darn. I'm going to leave this guy behind. Who cares? Who cares? I'm going to leave him there. He can still follow us. For me, it's now more important to bring this guy here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I want to make sure that... I'm not getting into too much trouble with this guy here. I don't necessarily want my scout to be attacked. Okay, sadly I cannot attack him. I'm too slow for that. Maybe I should have actually tried to shoot this guy, and then I could have attacked with the scout, with the barbarian, the other one. That was a mistake, but okay. So now we go into the turn of the dark player, and he's going to activate now here, and well, I'm the only valid target is this guy, so the barbarian, and we'll see what happens. Okay, that might actually be a hit, but I don't really think so. The barbarian has 5, this guy has 3, so that's kind of interesting. This is actually, that seems to be a tie, but the barbarian has, also the agility is a tie, but this guy has a shield. Even if it's just an improvised shield. So that means he actually wins this. So that's not too great. That means he is allowed to roll. He's got a broadsword. That gives him 4 dice. The barbarian wears the elven armor, so that reduces it by 1. So he's got an armor of 4, 3 dice. Man, that's 3 hits. That's bad. So he takes 3 more points, and now he's in a really bad shape. He's got 6 wounds. I definitely have to heal him pretty soon. That is not good. But yeah, I guess there's... And I get pushed back by this guy, which might be actually an advantage for me. He will also follow. That is indicated here. After attacking and winning a combat, he will always push enemies and follow. Okay, so let's see what we can do now. Now things are getting a little bit dangerous for this guy. I think because I'm engaged, I cannot use anything to heal. I didn't expect that skeleton to be so dangerous. So I have to try to simply kill it. I'm going to go into berserker mode. And I'm going to have to try to win this. There's nothing else I can do. So let's... Oh, actually this guy will also move. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So he ends up here. Actually, he might move here. Okay, now let's see. I got to destroy that skeleton. And I did actually manage to do that. I think I did a hit here. Let's see, although it was terrible, but the skeleton also rolled really bad. Yeah, no, I'm not. It's a tie, because now I'm in berserker mode. That is really, really bad. I could do, and I think I want to, because I have the feeling I have to risk something here. I'm gonna spend 1 fortune. That's not good, but I want to reroll my roll. The guy has only a 5, so there's a good chance I can do a hit here. I'm going to lose 1 fortune, but I can reroll this. So let's see. Okay, that is a hit. Now the question is, can he roll a 6? Because he's got an improvised shield. And he didn't. That is just a 2. So that means I do now 6 dice of damage. And I hope I can kill him. Yeah, I just did it because 6, 3, and 4. He's got an armor of 3. So yeah, I managed to kill the guy. And that was a little close. I didn't like that at all. Now I can move 1 space ahead. And at that point, I'm going to use my healing potion and get rid of 4 wounds. Yeah, that was definitely more dangerous than I wanted it to be. Okay, so now I want to bring 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I want to bring this guy closer first. Then I'm going to take the dwarf. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I can bring him here. Yeah, now we gotta take... The problem is I have to roll for a trap here, I guess. Because now, again, we are kind of out of our safety zones. I should have done it the other way around, but okay. I'm gonna roll for him now. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And now she has to roll for a trap, but first we're gonna run. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, and now I gotta roll for a trap, and there is none. 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm gonna go here, 7. And now the scout, 1, 2, 3, and we got to see if we trigger a rock slide here. That is not the case. Now we got to check if there will be a new more creatures. And indeed, we see another group. And these are the last now. There will be no more creatures in this scenario. So we see now here, again, a skeleton and, yeah, 2 skeletons. So that means we got to check again for initiative. And we win. And that gives me again the option to shoot twice. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I will now... It's a little tricky. I think I want to now try to actually shoot this guy first. So yeah, so that means I gotta roll, yeah, let's see, I got a -1 modifier for the distance, and I think this is it. Oh, yeah, that was a hit. I'm not sure, I don't know. I think yeah, they are again caught by surprise. No question here. So we can turn them around. Our initiative roll, both dice were higher than the intelligence of these guys. So therefore, they were both caught by surprise. We did a success. So that means I can roll 4 dice against this guy. Because he shows his back to us, he cannot use his shield. So we'll see. And we managed to kill him. So this guy is dead. 3 damage. And I can now move 1, 2, 3. I'm going to move here. I'm not allowed to. I could actually. No, I cannot enter here because I cannot attack. Well, maybe I could even move here anyway. I think I could move here, but it doesn't matter. I'm going to stay there. And now I'm going to let the dwarf attack here. Can he get there? 1, 2, 3. No. So it has to be this guy. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. So again, this guy will do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now he will go into berserker mode, which gives him 2 attacks. And the first one, he's in a great shape now. This guy is unarmed because he has only a bow. So in melee, he's unarmed. I got a +1 because I attacked from behind. So this time it should really be easy. And yeah, that is a success. It's kind of close, but it still is a success. So now we can deal 6 damage dice. And that is enough. 3 hits, that's enough. So that was easy, much better than the last time. And now we can bring the other guys also here. So I did this off camera, and now we're all positioned here. We lose another turn, so we have only 9 turns left now. No, that's actually not true. We are exactly at turn 10 now. So 10 turns left. But I think we're still kind of okay. I mean, we'll see what happens. So first I want to move here, 1, 2, 3. Try to open the door. We got to check here. And that is, so we can open the door. There you go. Okay. And we have no trap there. We still have to check for traps, but we do not have to check for encounters anymore, because we encountered these guys 4 times. Okay, so we open the door, and in this room here we have mold. So it says, the section is covered in mold and you can breathe a rarefied air. Whoever enters this hole for the first time must roll 1d6 and check the result in the following chart. Okay, so let's see. So the scout has no more actions. So I'm gonna enter now with a dwarf, I guess. Okay, so he can go up to 8 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think we can enter this too. 5, 6. Oh, wait a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now if I go here, I risk a trap. So I might not want to do that. I think at that point I might still consider it, but for now I'm going to roll a die and see what happens in there. Okay, that is a 4. So the character gets the condition stunned. Okay, so that's not too terrible. And I think this applies... Does that apply to all characters? Whoever enters this hole for the first time must roll... I think this applies... Or maybe everybody has to do it. I'm not sure if this applies to all characters. That's tough. I think the way I read that, and this is a problem with my English here. Whoever enters this hall for the first time must roll 1d6. Now, does that mean everybody who does it, or the guy who enters the roll for the I don't know. I think I'm going to roll for everyone. Makes it a little harder, possibly. So this guy is stunned, which isn't that bad. But okay, so he's stunned. Do I want to continue moving? We don't have that much time left. So, you know, I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to continue moving. So I'm going to move here now, and now I got to roll for a trap. And there is none, which is good. So now I can go here. Now let's see. I think that's it. I'm going to leave it there. And now I'm going to bring... I'm going to try to bring the sorcerer in there. So he now runs. He's got a 5. That means he can move up to 10 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm going to bring him here, and I'm going to roll for him too. That's a 3. So he's also stunned. Now, let's see. Let's bring the falcon in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He can easily go here. He rolls a 1. That's not good, I guess. Roll 1d6 again. Any result below 5 means the character gets the condition poisoned. I guess this guy is dead. I guess the falcon does not survive that. But we'll see. If we roll a 5 or 6, we're good. Okay, so the guy is dead. Poison causes 2 damage dice against natural armor. Yeah, I mean, this guy... what is his natural armor? Let's see. Maybe there's a small chance. I mean, his natural armor is 3, so we might actually survive. I gotta check how that works. So actually, I'm not totally sure how this actually works. I think what happens is the guy takes 2 damage dice because of the poison, and then he gets this condition poisoned. And that will reduce all his stats by 1. So it's the same as stunned, except that you cannot get that away. So right now we got to roll the 2 dice, and if he dies, it's over anyway. So he cannot take any damage. So if we roll a 3, he's dead. Look at that! He survived that. That is insane. So the guy is poisoned, but that will not have a big effect, I think, basically. It's, yeah, he won't do a lot anyway. So that's crazy, but he survives that, probably. So just have to remember that he's poisoned for the rest of the game. Now we bring this guy into play. Wow, I mean, the falcon was really lucky. And that saves us some money too. Oh, but on the other hand, this guy stumbles. That is really bad. Like, let me check if that costs me a turn. It might. I gotta check that. Okay, so what happens is, it's a blunder. So we got a choice now. Either we roll again, we re-roll, spend a fortune. That would cost us a turn. Or, because every time you roll a blunder, the rock slide is activated. Also, by the way, if the enemies do that, that will activate a rock slide. But obviously, if we spend the fortune, that roll doesn't count, so the rock slide would not be activated. Now the question is, that's a tough one. I'm not sure if I can afford that. I don't know. This is tough. Affects the square occupied by the character who activated the trap. A number of rocks fall from the ceiling on top of the character, dealing a number of damage dice equal to 8 minus the character's agility. So the problem is, he would take 6 damage dice. There's a small chance that I could avoid the trap, but I would need kind of a 9, which I probably won't get. So I would take 6 damage dice. I mean, technically that could kill me, but I think it's unlikely. How bad is it? It's pretty bad. I might take, again, kind of like 4 wounds, maybe even more than that. Not good. Not good at all. I gotta check how long the rest of the map is and if I can afford to lose another turn by spending a fortune. You know, it really sucks, but I think I want to actually take the damage. I don't know if I'm fast enough. It's going to be really close. And I don't want to get into trouble there. So I think I'm going to take the damage. The problem is it will also slow me down. That's the other thing. I can only move a couple of squares if I... And then we got this, which might... Oh man, I don't know. No, I'm not going to take the damage. I'm going to re-roll. It's not good. That will cost me another turn. So now I'm down here, 9 turns. Oh man. So let's see. Gotta run. Let's roll again. Okay, that's a 5. So now I can move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, let's move in here into the corner. And I got to roll for the mold. That's a 6. The air has no effect. Very good. So now I'm going to moving with the sorceress here. Okay, fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm gonna move here. And I'm gonna roll also for the mold. Okay, that's a 4, so I also get stunned. Okay, so these 3 guys are stunned, he's poisoned, and the gladiator has no trouble. So that's that, and that means we go now into the next turn, and she's gonna move here and open the door. Let's hope it's not a closed door or something. So here's the problem. I probably don't even get there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I got a movement value of 6, so I can do it. I don't even have to run. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, nice. Before I do that, though, I also have to roll for... I'm not sure if I have to roll now for the stunt or later, but I think it doesn't really matter. So we go here, and now I want to open the door, and I got to... No, wait a second. First I got to roll for the mold. Okay, no effect. Now that's great. Then we got to check if there's a trap. And there is none, which is excellent. So that allows me to open the door. Fabulous. Okay, so we enter now this area. There are no creatures in there. And now let's see. I think I'm going to start off with this guy. So he tries to run again. And I think there are also these markers here. Just a moment. Oh, I forgot to move him. You know, actually, I think I can ignore him. He's not going to reach me anymore. He can only... Nah, it's ridiculous. He's not going to reach me anymore. I'm pretty sure I can ignore this guy now. Just going to get rid of all this stuff to get a little more space here. Okay. So... There are no markers here, so this is one large section, and therefore we don't have to roll here, which is good. Problem is, here is an abyss, and this is a bridge here, and this is difficult terrain, which means we have to spend an extra movement point for each space, which isn't good. So let's see now. I don't know. I rolled already for this guy. I don't know. I'm going to roll again here if he can run or not. Let's see. Okay, so he is fine. He's got a movement value of 5, so you can move 10 squares. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So he's going to end here on the first square. And I think it is actually possible that you can kind of like move through a character here by simply spending an additional point. I mean, it would be then 3 points, which is tough, but I think the rules allow that. So then we're going to use this guy, and he's going to check if he's still stunned or not. So on a 4+, he isn't. Okay, so he loses his stunned condition, which is... I know. It probably was this one. I don't know. So let's see now if he runs. Okay, so he can run also 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and now he's stuck. He would need 3 more points. Oh, actually, wait. Yeah, he would actually need 3 points to enter that space, which he doesn't have. So he might actually consider moving only here. Maybe that is a little more clever. I'm not sure. And then I just realized I had to roll if there's a trap in this space here. Because he kind of moved through the safety zone when he entered here. And the same thing applies to him. Okay, so here we have a trap now. Let's see, there's an ice wall. Now that's tricky. Is that a corridor? It seemed it is. The dark player places a wall of ice of up to school. Okay, so let's see. We had to roll basically, I think when we entered here. Yeah, there are the 2 squares here, from here 1 to, I think here, I'm not quite sure. Yeah, you can only enter, maybe even already 1, 2, 3 when we entered here. Okay, let's see. Character may try to destroy the wall by using melee attacks or magic projectiles. The wall has vitality 8, armor 6. When players use fire attacks, the wall's armor is reduced to 4. Okay, that sucks. So that's really not good. That's 1, 2, 3. That costs him 3 points, but that is really painful. Okay, I think the ice wall showed up exactly here. And he just made it through there. I wonder what would have happened if he would have stood on top of that. But it says it has to be placed 2 spaces away from the character. So here we have the ice wall. And that's a real issue. I mean, usually it's not so bad because it just slows you down. But this is, in this specific situation, exactly what causes us some serious problems. So let's see what we can do. I don't know. I mean, first of all, I got to roll for her if she's stunned. I wonder if this guy can actually still act. I mean, yeah, I think he can. He moved here, and I think he still has the option now to do something, because, yeah, he didn't run. I mean, he had to stop now, so I think he still has an action. So he can try to attack the ice wall. I assume the lightning bolt is not fire. We did play it like that before, that this is not fire when the demons were not immune or anything. So I'm gonna use it, but it will not cause a lot of damage, I guess. So we're gonna try to do this, to cast the lightning bolt. Okay, that's not bad. That was a success, and we actually did a critical damage. It's kind of interesting, to be honest. I mean, this thing is immobile. Do you have to even roll? Yeah, you can use magic projectiles, but you cannot arrows. I think the thing is immobile. So I assume you don't have to roll if you hit. Because immobile targets, you always hit. But that also means that you cannot do a critical damage. So therefore, I think I simply get my 5 dice. No, actually it says 6 damage dice. What's interesting is it's not really heavy armor. So I guess, because this gets a bonus against heavy armor, but it doesn't say heavy armor. So I assume this thing has an armor of 6 and a vitality of 8. That can take us a long time to get through this. This is really, really, really bad. Okay, that is 1 fucking hit. That's really not great. Oh boy. Okay, great start. So what can we do now? I wonder if this thing here, the green flame, is it fire? I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think it is fire. Yeah, I don't think it is. It's a flame attack, but I think there is a difference between flame attacks and fire attacks. So I don't think it's fire. It sucks. It really does. Okay, so now I'm gonna roll for the sorceress for her stunned condition. And she still is stunned, which reduces all her abilities, including movement, by 1. So she can only move 4 spaces. Oh, good lord. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so she still is stunned. I still want to try to attack the wall. So I do 5 dice of damage. Not good. Oh, but she did 2 damage. So, it's not so bad. So we did 3 damage now. That's something. Maybe we can break this thing. And now it's the dwarf. Now, let's see. I think he's got a bonus to get rid of his stunned condition because he's tough. No, but I think it's not good enough. Yeah, it's a +1, so that's not good enough. He needed a 3. So he can only move. He can basically now run because he cannot make it to the wall anyway. So he runs. Okay, he can move 6 spaces because he's still stunned. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You know, I'm gonna bring him here, I think. Okay, so that she can do another shot here. To be honest, I really don't know if we still have a chance to win this scenario. We might all get knocked out in this temple. And the reason might be this ice wall. That costs us a lot of time. So we only have 7 turns left. Now, here's the thing. I'm gonna... First, I think I want to move the dwarf. He seems to be the most efficient guy here. So let's see. Okay, now he's no longer stunned. And then I can move him 1, 2 spaces. And he can attack, and he will always hit. Again, it's an immobile target. So he does damage of 7 dice. Okay. I mean, we're not going to roll 4 6s, I guess, but you never know. That's a single 6. Man, that sucks. Okay, so we need 4 more damage here. Wow, this thing is tough. Okay, so now this guy will turn around and also attack. He can roll 6 dice. You know what? I can use my bastard sword. Before rolling, it says before rolling to hit. No, I cannot. I don't roll to hit, so I think I cannot get this additional damage here. I think I just have to, yeah, it's an automatic hit, so I think I cannot use this thing, this ability, to reduce the armor of the wall. So we gotta roll and see what we do. No damage whatsoever. That's really, really bad. That really sucks. Okay, so what now? I'm gonna do another attack with the green flame. I'm gonna roll 5 damage dice and hope for the best. Okay, that's 1 more hit. And I gotta check if I'm still stunned. No, I still am, yeah, I'm still stunned. Okay. So I'm gonna move here and use the lightning bolt. These are 6 dice. Okay, we got another hit. So we got to do 2 more hits. Okay, 2 more hits. Tja, there we go. I guess I want to move her. I don't know. Damn. I'm going to move her here. And now we got to see. And this guy follows me. He goes here. Okay. Next turn. Oh man, this is pretty much impossible. So this guy starts, and he will attack with 6 dice, and he didn't do any damage. Okay, that sucks. But I cannot wait. I'm gonna run now. I'm gonna move. So 1, 2. It's a bit tricky because you don't see the spaces, but I think I'm basically standing here, and then we got another 3 spaces. We might place this next. Yeah, that's exactly true. So I'm standing here now. And now I gotta hope for the dwarf, man. I need 2 6s somehow. This is that really sucks. And he doesn't have a single one, man. Oh boy. Okay. So he can't do anything. That means the guy with the lightning bolt will use his last mana. And he can also do 6 damage dice. And he also complete miss. Okay, what is he gonna do? He's gonna move actually back. And now she has a last shot here. Also the 3rd mana for her green flame. 5 damage dice. And she does it. She did more damage than everybody else together. It's ridiculous. So she managed to destroy this thing. That means she can now move 1, 2, 3. I think she moves here. And then it's the scout. The scout will try to run. Okay, that's 5. So that's 11 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I cannot go there. God damn, I gotta wait here. But okay, we managed to get through that stupid... Wow, that was brutal. That was really extremely tough. I'm gonna move... I'm not gonna move the falcon. Okay, that's that. Next turn, only 5 turns left. We basically just have to run and ignore everything. That's the only chance we have, and I don't know if that's good enough. So we start with him. If someone stumbles, that's probably his last time he stumbles. So it's 1, 2. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Got a roll here to see if there's a rock slide. And there isn't. 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so he made it here. We got to roll again for traps and all kind of crap. The first time I think here. And we have another trap. Holy smokes. That's a pit. Now this is interesting. I'm not sure if I can actually play the pit here. I don't know. That's a tough question. Well, this is a pretty tricky situation here. I think actually the pitch should be allowed here. You could imagine some of these, something of the wood is loose or something. So what happens is the guy actually moves from here. He started here, so it's 1, 2, and this is actually the last space of this bridge. That's when he leave. Oh, wait a minute, that's not true. Huh, it's interesting. So he had, no, it is, yeah. He had 3 spaces to go on the bridge. So that means the last space of the bridge is where the pit appears. So we got to spend 2 points for the pit. And now we got to roll if he sees it. We have a perception test of 7 going on here. And this is a massive problem either way. So let's see. Now the 7, okay, let's just roll for it. Okay, so he did that, which is fine. So he realizes that there is a pit. The problem is the pit will be there anyway, and I think my action ends. I gotta go back 1 space because I'm kind of shocked. And this is it. And the problem is this kind of, this is it. I mean, the guy cannot move on, and the guys behind him also cannot move on. So we lose another turn. Then we got to try to jump over the pit, which is going to be really, really tough. And I wonder if this rope can help. We could actually, yes, you know what? The problem is the activation ended here. We have the pickaxes. This is interesting. So we could try to build a small footbridge across this area here with the rope and the pickaxes. Maybe used, wait a second. Yeah, can maybe used to build a footbridge in combination with 1 pickaxe. So we can do that. Maybe used to help other characters to jump over or climb out of pits, which would give us a +1, I think. So I'm not quite sure how that works, to be honest. This is tricky. And the problem is he kind of blocks everything, which is even more tricky. If there would be if there would be a second space here, we could kind of work together. Shit. Let's see. So I'm pretty sure, to be honest, that I don't know what happens if the thing crumbles. But I'm pretty sure the campaign ends here because we will all die in this fucking temple. It really looks a lot like that. And this is kind of sad because I wish to see some glorious fight and not falling down a pit. But I guess there's no other way. I'm pretty sure this is how we die. So what I can do now is I can just move these guys all a little closer just to make sure that this guy, okay, so he moves here. Well, I can move him first. So he comes here. Then we're going to move him. And last we move this guy. And at that point it really doesn't matter anymore because it's pretty much over, I guess. So yeah, I got 4 turns left. I know the map is still a little bit longer. Let me see, maybe there's one last chance here. Pretty sure this is it. So we can try to kind of jump across that thing here. We need an agility test to be successful here, so let's see if we can do that. Which is very hard. I only have a 2, so I need an 8 to be, and I got a -1 with this thing. So I need a 9, otherwise I simply fall down that pit. And I have an 8. yeah, I mean, that's it, man. I'm falling down that pit. Okay, how bad is it? If a character falls, he will fall 4 damage dice against his natural armor. And it's kind of interesting. It says it can't be placed in such a way that it blocks a door or an access. But I think it's fine to place it here. I mean, you could argue we cannot, but you know, on the other hand, if it's a corridor, you can place this thing, which clearly blocks everything. So it's pretty much the same situation here, I guess. So I think we can do it. So he falls down, and he takes 4 damage dice, and he's stunned. Oh man. Oh boy. So he takes 4 wounds. That's not looking good. So he's got 6 wounds. He's got to climb up again, which costs him actions and all. Man, this is it, man. She tries to run, and so this is, I mean, first we see if we can run, and we can do that. So that's 1, 2. Then we jump across that thing, and I need a, well, we're on difficult terrain. That means we actually have to reduce our agility by 1 more. Oh man, let's see. That's a 7. That should do it. Got a 5. Yeah, I managed to do it. So I end up here. Holy smokes. Okay, I don't think that actually did cost me anything. I think that was basically for free. So it's 1, 2, 3. No, I think the jump. No, man. No, the jump is an action, I think. So this is, I got 1, 2, 3 left. That's it. I think the jump is an action. So now, and technically, we have to roll again for a trap. Okay, this time no trap here. So the sorceress, 1, 2, 3, 4. Got to jump. Yeah, let's hope for the best here. A 7. That's good enough. Just barely, but she made it. So she jumps across, and she's got 1 movement point left. So she goes here. The wizard, I think he cannot even jump. He just can go basically here, and this is it. And the other 2 also. I mean, this is, yeah, this is pretty much it here. Okay, so here is the crazy part. Maybe we have a small chance. I don't think so, but it's, in theory, it's possible. This is a crypt. Now, if there's a character inside the crypt, he has to roll a die. And when a 6 appears, at the beginning of the dark player's turn, each character must roll 1d6. With each result of 6, a skeleton will appear. And that will then start a new turn for me. But that doesn't really help. Because you got to do it at the beginning of the dark player's turn. If it would be at the end of the hero player's turn, or for example, when you enter, if it would happen during the hero player's turn, then we could basically get additional turns by that. But if it's at the dark player's turn, it doesn't help. So I'm pretty sure this is the end of this whole thing. Yeah, okay. I mean, I don't know what to do. I think I'm gonna try to climb out of the pit with this guy first. This is an action. He's got to pass an agility test. So first we got to see if he's still stunned. He I think he's also tough, like the dwarf. I'm pretty sure about that. So I think he's no longer stunned. Now we got to roll if he gets out of the pit. I don't see that happening. He needs an 8. I mean, maybe he can do it. And he does. Look at that. Awesome. So he climbs out of the pit, ends up here, and then he can actually move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spaces. Interesting. So this guy now jumps. Oh, that doesn't work, I guess. Okay, that's my goodness. So that's really bad news. While he's jumping, he actually somehow manages to cause a rock slide. So maybe he can see that. I don't know if it helps. So he needs a 9, a perception test of 9, which he doesn't get. So that means he falls into a pit, and then a ton of rocks will actually fall upon him. So let's see. Good Lord. So 4 damage dice against his natural armor. So that means he takes 2 damage, and then the rock slide will cause another 5 damage dice. That's it. Okay, he was totally killed. Oh man. So I guess the falcon has no problem here, so we're just going to move him somewhere. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We'll move him here. And then it's the dwarf. And yeah, I mean, this is not going to be easy for the dwarf. He moves here, and now he's got to do this jump. He's not terribly agile at all, so let's hope for the best. Oh, good Lord. Okay, so he obviously falls down the pit too. Gonna roll a die. 3 hits. Something here I forgot about. Hardened. No, that's only if he takes from... Yeah, okay, so he takes 3 damage. Got a healing potion. I'm gonna drink that. No, that actually would cost me an action. I'm not going to do that. Take the 3 damage, and that's it. Sitting down in the pit, stunned. Oh boy. 2 more turns. Now this guy opens the door, and we'll see there's another trap, and there is. Okay, that's an armored chest, but that cannot be played. So this is discarded. The guy gets 2 extra turns, and there was no trap. Pretty good. And now he just has to run for it. I mean, there's nothing... no, he can't run. He can only move 4 spaces. 1, 2... He might have... Does it matter? Nah, it doesn't. 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna roll here again for a trap. No trap. So I managed to move here at least. Okay, so then I'm gonna climb out of the pit, or try to climb out of the pit, which is not easy at all for the dwarf. And he didn't make it. You need to do this agility test. He only has a 2. So he needs an 8. I don't think he can get out of there. And I gotta check if he's stunned, by the way. No, he's no longer stunned. But still, I mean, he's sitting down there. Now the sorceress tries to run. Yeah, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. She leaves the safety zone. Okay, she's okay. 5, 6, 7, 8. She can move here. And now the scout runs. That's a 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. Leaving the safety zone. Okay. I'm okay. And here the falcon also kind of leaving the safety zone, and he's also okay. So he moves here. The dwarf is left behind. I don't see, I don't see a way to. I mean, he's not going to survive that. He's simply too slow. It's over for the dwarf. Now we gotta. Yeah, I mean, this is it. This is the end. We got one more turn. We're gonna see a couple of guys, but I mean, at that point. Okay, let's bring this to an end. So we gotta roll 3 dice for every hero in there, or is it every character? Every character. Oh my goodness. So it's 4 dice. Okay, so we got a 6, so that means a skeleton will spawn. That doesn't really matter, to be honest. Let's get a skeleton. Where is it? There we are. Okay, so comes out here. It always loses the initiative. So this is still my turn, and because it's the last turn, it doesn't matter. At that point, we can try to open the door. Yep, that worked out. So the scout obviously did that. So we can now see what lies behind, and if I remember that right, we have a corridor there. Actually, 2 corridors. Yep. And that would be then the end, but we don't get there anymore. Okay, so she moves 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 spaces. Gotta roll for trap again. Okay, no trap. She moves, or he moves. She can try to run. I mean, it's whatever. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There was we got to check for rock slide. Nope, because here were arrows. 8, 9. I'm not gonna roll for trap. I can only make it here. That's it. That's the end. And well, yeah, okay. I mean, whatever. There is one last tile, a small tile here, which is kind of a staircase back there. There would have been the last tile. I can show you that. Just a moment. So it's basically this thing here. I don't know. It's this one here. There it is. I think it's like that. And then you can, if you make it here, you made it. But well, obviously we don't. And this is it. This is this is the end of the story. It's a sad end. It's not what I was hoping for, to be honest. I was hoping for a good, glorious fight, but we didn't see it. The rules say clearly, the campaign book clearly says you can try again in theory, but I don't want to do that, to be honest. And if you don't, campaign is over. That's it. That's the end. So, yeah, here we go. After, I don't know, 70, 80 hours of play, it was the combination of the ice wall and the pit that killed us. And to be honest, in a way that's okay, because I think everything else, the heroes were so strong at that point, at least I had the feeling that most of the battles were not that interesting. I don't know about maybe the big end, the big boss fight at the end against Rasbal, the demon. That would have been probably a real challenge. But apart from that, the battles, at least against these standard creatures, were usually no big deal anymore, right? It was just always the boss fight that was kind of interesting. So in a way, it makes sense that it was a time limit and, these kind of things that in the end killed the party. And it's a shame, but okay, such is life. Yeah, I'm still, I'm a little overwhelmed that this ends, this long campaign now. I was with these heroes for such a long time. I also gotta say, I'm okay that it's over now. You know, I'm not the biggest campaign fan. I know there are people who can play with a group of heroes for, I don't know, 200 hours or something like that. I'm definitely none of these guys. I want to try something new. I think this is a fantastic game. I still think so. I want to try something new though. I want to put this aside a little bit and then eventually maybe see if you can come up with some kind of random dungeon generator, random quest generator. There are some really amazing ideas on BGG. I want to try something like that. Maybe I definitely want new characters, new items, you know, change things a little bit. But for now, I'm going to put this aside for a couple of months. I'm going to do some other playthroughs of other stuff. I'm expecting some interesting, really some interesting deliveries, cool games, and we'll see. Yeah, what we can expect in the near future. Okay, so I hope you had a good time with these videos. It was incredibly long, but yeah, okay. Little disappointed here. I'm a little sad that it ended that way, I gotta be honest. I don't really know what to make of it. It will take me a couple of hours to digest that. But okay, that's it. That's the end. All the characters are dead after all that long time. Pretty crazy. Okay, hope to see you on the next videos. Bye.